did I say? What did I say? I said yesterday that's the day before hell, or I can feel it creeping up, the sickness. And last night was one of the longest nights I've had in a while. It was so shitty. I couldn't sleep. Very flu kind of symptoms. I do still have it now, but yes, or last night was that was bad, man. That was really bad. I did take a paracetamol. Not a big. It's not. It's not like a huge game changer, but it helped me get to sleep again. I think. Yeah, sometimes things doesn't go your way. That's the title. I have a trial exam. Excuse me. I have a trial exam on Wednesday. That's in 2 days. It's early in the city. I have to wake up very, very early. And yeah, dude. Physical meetup, and that sort of sucks in a way. I hope I'll be good before then. The flu usually sort of has an impact on a couple of days, and I just really hope, because I can't do a physical trial exam is important. It sort of gets to the feel of how it is and makes you more confident when you're going to step into the real exam. And yeah, you can do a digital as well, but it isn't the same feeling. And if I am still sick, I'm not sure if it will be good for me to meet up in the city with the professor, because it's just not that nice just giving him the flu as well, probably, and all that shit. But I'll have to think about this, just feel it. I'm gonna speak to my mom about it too, just gonna have some conversation about that shit. But yeah, I have exam in a week. Yeah, it's actually about in a week, next Monday. Gonna celebrate the birthday on Saturday, so we have to focus this week. Jesus Christ, I'm literally never stopped yawning this morning. I haven't done shit. It's currently 1 p.m. But that's sort of being sick, right? The plan was to go all in on a chest day today. I was kind of hoping I was good when I woke up, but I realized when I went to bed and I woke up an hour later and I felt so bad, I realized it wasn't ideal, and it isn't going to be a gym day today. And that's sort of, if I am sick a bunch of days, I will sort of talk to you about that. But also right now, the gym is very important to me, but when you're sick, it's very important to rest, especially in these kind of sickness sort of things. Going in the gym when you're sick isn't good, I think. And usually when I've just been worse the day after or right after. And it's very easy probably to expose other people to that sickness as well, going to the gym, because you're sweating and all that shit. So it isn't ethically right. But I just need to rest. My whole body is aching, and I will make sure that I eat a bunch of good foods today. Some like protein shakes and stuff, right, or whatnot. Yeah, not necessarily that crazy ideal, or artificial sweeteners and all that shit, but I have to hit my protein goal today. I will make sure. I think, yeah, it's very difficult to eat and drink when you're sick, because it isn't nice. Your appetite is very low. You don't really want any food, and it's a bit very sore throat, and you don't want to drink anything. But that's a test to me. I really want to make sure I hit my protein goal today, get myself good enough stuff. I will take some multivitamins and such, make sure I get enough nutrition to give my immune system that boost, that grind. So I will make sure and try to practice for still school today. Of course, my head isn't I'm all over the place. Just that's the symptoms of being sick, I guess. But make sure that I sort of have somewhat a productive day, I guess. And I just want to also remind yourself, Elias, that due to this very unfortunate thing, that may be that the trial exam won't go your way because you sort of had an ideal plan towards that. But as well, I won't, overthink too much about that, because that is why I'm saying this right now. It's just a trial exam. You will do a trial exam, and you will tell you what works, what don't, or what doesn't, and you will sort of have the idea of how to chase or how to go on the real one. So, and you have good enough time for the next one as well. So just take it easy, practice today, make yourself a bit more ready, and you'll do fine. And the character or the grade he will give you on the trial exam isn't the grade you're going to get. I still have a couple of days to redirect myself. So yeah, I'll have to see tomorrow, and then I'll have to message him. I don't really want to give him the message on Wednesday morning, even though Tuesday, a day before, is a bit late. But I hope if it doesn't work out, we can do it digital, so I can actually still have some sort of a trial exam. So yeah, it sucks. It doesn't go your way, man. Sometimes it's just it's so perfect in the way that it's shit. It's so perfect in how badly timed this is. Being sick before your trial exam and the last week before exam. Hopefully this isn't some sort of real sickness that sort of sucks really bad, but I mean, I've since I took that paracetamol last night, I've been feeling a bit better, and of course you will feel better when you take that, but it's been a couple of hours, or it's been a lot of hours since I did take that, and I'm not sure it does have that long effect. I'm not sure, but I feel a bit better. Last night was rough, man. But yeah, it's just so badly timed, man. Jesus Christ. Is I probably got not necessarily, is it infected, or I got whatever I did, and working 12 hours and having barely any sleep that Saturday isn't helping. And I did already feel a bit sick when I was at work. So yeah, sometimes it doesn't go your way, but I'm going to work with what I've got and try to make sure it doesn't things doesn't go to waste. And I will keep my head up, be calm, and I know what to do. I have a plan, rather than just complain all the time. Or I've been complaining for the last 9 minutes, but you know what I mean. I'm just talking about it, and then sort of I'm going to feel sorry for myself the rest of the day, but as well sort of practice some school. I mean, there's it's a bit funny how much time I have on my hand when I'm just homesick. I've probably been to the gym by now, and I would have probably been making lunch or meal prep dinner, and yeah, I haven't eaten anything yet, but I will make sure I do. Gonna make sure I have some sort of fruits, veggies, good amounts of protein, easy protein. I'm going to have some oatmeal as well, just a bunch of different things. But it is very tempting to sort of give yourself a sort of cheat day on a sick day. You know, you're buying just all this soda and stuff, but I don't do that. And I don't usually make you more better, I guess. So I will make sure I still have the plan and the sort of discipline still at this sort of sickness. So yeah, yeah. You know, the sort of aching you have in the flu is shitty. You know, being sore as well as having that, Jesus. But yeah, I will make sure I relax, do school, and lay down in a bunch of uncomfortable positions. So yeah, hope you had a good day. Hope you will have a good day. I hope you're well. I hope you're not sick as me. There is a sort of how do I say this, a sickness. It isn't necessarily a sickness trend, but there's a lot of people getting sick lately. It's that season. That's what I meant. It's that sickness season of the flu and all other sorts of things. It could be worse for me. You know, as always, it could be worse. But I will keep my head up high and be grateful for another day. Thank the body for fighting for me. And yeah, as always, have a laugh, have a smile, and be kind. And this will be sort of my sentence, or a big sentence for today. I was complaining and being tired, being exhausted about the fact that I am sick. But it doesn't change the fact that I'm still here. Alright? So, take care. Goodbye.